got 1 minute and 50 seconds to do some tweets. No, I forgot how horrid it is to hear my own voice. Wait, why is the fucking audio on twitch.tv/ I just switched the sound off? There we go. Yeah, but it's horrid to hear the music and also the game. Wait, no, links are broken on Twitter, aren't they? I think. I'll post it on Twitter anyway, we'll see. It's Tour de France 2021, gamers. Oh no, it works. Links are working. Does that mean pictures are working? City Skylines 2 has just been announced. City Skylines 2 is very exciting to me and no one else. Should we watch that stream instead? Oh yes, where are we on? Brah. It's Tour de France 2021, gamers. Let me quickly open speedrun.net. .com even. I'm just gonna check. So the ones that don't have speedruns in this game are Paris-Nice, Euro Tour, and Giro de Lombardia. The Dauphiné has one run. The Tour de France has one run. Les Trois Jours de Provence, I am the world record holder for. The Breja Cup, I think we tried that one for a while and didn't work out. Liège-Bastogne-Liège, 6 hours. Should we do a Paris-Nice as a warm-up? Paris-Nice is 8 stages? Fuck, man. I guess the other ones that don't have them are Eurotour and Giro de Lombardia. Giro de Lombardia... No, Giro de Co... Does it mean Giro de Como? Because Giro de Lombardia I don't think exists. I think Giro de Lombardia means Giro de Como. Eurotour or Paris-Nice? Eurotour is 5 stages. Paris-Nice is 8 stages. Neither of these have a world record. This is just to get back into the game. See what we're doing. I mean, we could do one of the one stage. Imola. The World Cup Imola has a world record of 6 hours and 12 minutes. Should we just give that a go? Playing solo. We'll just play on professional. We haven't even got legend. Is it easier with amateur? Do I have to play on a certain difficulty level? Any difficulty? Then of course you're going to play on amateur, right? Okay. Maybe this was the problem last time, is I was playing on a harder difficulty. Okay. Which country has the highest... I mean, the French are good. The Dutch. Team Belgium. Eastern Europe. Okay, so the teams that have win the race as their goal are Belgium, France, the Dutch, and Eastern Europe. Let's play as Belgians. Okay. Any real weak links on this team? Benoit. We've got so many good guys. Why are we not using Murky? Towns is... Nah. Fine. I think this team is good. Let's go.
Hi guys. Welcome to this world's briefing. This year's circuit is fairly open, but it would seem to favor the punchers.
Up and down, up and down.
The circuit is 29 kilometers long, and there will be 9 laps to be completed. We're one of the favorite countries, and we're here to win.
Okay. So, we're not even going to check the world record until, I forgot what it is, it was 6 hours and something. We're just going to do this and see what we get. Okay, the guy we have 2 favorites on our team. I'm playing as Murky because this guy apparently rules.
Hello, cycling fans everywhere.
Hello.
Welcome to Imola in Italy for
They
cycling's
really need to do some more character models in this
The
game.
route that's been designed for this year's race is relatively open, and it's difficult to say whether a climber or a puncher will come out on top at the end of the 253 kilometers.
Okay. So, do we want to just skip ahead
Riders are away onto 9
for the
laps
first couple of
a circuit
laps?
that harbours 2 fairly similar climbs, be it length, a little over 2.5 kilometres, or slope,
Right.
around 6%.
I'm going to switch over to one of our other guys, to Greg Van Avermaet. And we're going to go on a breakaway. We're going to see if, as Greg Van Avermaet... I'm just going to kill all of our guys slowly, I think. Is the plan. Can we please get out of the peloton? Please. Please. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking to let me break away.
Is trying to set up a counter-attack.
Okay. Let's follow the Norwegian.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
Okay. We just want to power through. Okay, Pogacar... Who have we got in this breakaway? Wout van Aert... Okay, never mind, that breakaway is dead.
Rohan Dennis is a true time trial specialist.
Okay.
Thanks to his qualities as a time trial rouleur, he has won stages and worn the leader's jersey on the 3 Grand Tours, as well as becoming world champion of the discipline on several occasions.
I'm really bad at downhills on this still.
The riders are onto the first obstacle on the circuit, the Mazzolano climb. The riders will find the steepest gradients at the start of their ascent. The slope then slowly flattens out as it approaches the summit.
Okay. If this is the steepest bit, we make our
He
attack.
could be labelled as a puncher, but he's
Here.
also good in the mountains. However, his
Okay,
top
we
speed
didn't have
can
the
be
energy for the
described as
attack.
lethargic.
So there's an Asian, an African, and an Australian in the front pack. Then the guy behind me is Norwegian. Why did Norway have their own team? It is wild that entire continents
He's able to
have
come
like
up front
can
on
only
flat,
have like a single
short
team,
climbs or on
and then
mountain
there's
passes.
like
But if he's one
other
of two
continents,
riders at
other
the
like
finish,
tiny
it's best
countries.
not
The
to count
Dutch
on
and the
him.
Belgians can field entire teams. I mean, it makes sense. Certain countries are just more like cycle cultures, but I don't know. I wonder if we're missing some interesting talent. 20 kilometers to go. Nice. This is a one-stage race, so we don't really need to worry about keeping up with our like long-term energy maintenance. It's just short-term energy maintenance that we care about. And let's just aerodynamic down this hill.
Greg Van Avermaet is a top
Van
specialist in
Avermaet.
one-day
Van
races.
Avermaet.
If Paris-Roubaix and the
I have
title
watched
Rio
enough of the
Olympic champion
real
are
life
his
Tour de
most
France
prestigious
to know that it's
victories,
not pronounced
he's also won
Avermaet.
Paris Tour, Montreal, Ghent, Wevelgem, and the Grand Prix E3.
Okay, Foss is almost caught up with us. I'll take the front for a bit. Set like a decent pace. No, don't just stop, cunt. Okay. I may have ruined the breakaway for us. That's fine. But no, we want to set a decent pace early in the race because I think that will mean that the race just generally goes quicker, and that's what we want. But yeah, now I know that we're dealing with low difficulty.
Here's the second difficulty on today's route.
Okay.
The Cima Gallisterna. Unlike the
Cima
first difficulty,
Gallisterna.
the steepest section, the one that will whittle down the contenders on the last laps, is reached after 1 kilometer of climbing.
Okay, let's just drag everyone up here. Belgique. We probably won't play through all of this because it's like 250 kilometers long, and it's the same thing for like 9 laps. So we'll play through the first lap and then probably skip through a couple of them. It's more exciting than the London one, at least, because that's entirely flat. The London one is... We'll go back to the London one now that we know what our issue probably was with the London one. I reckon we can give it another go. Now that we know we were playing on we had handicapped ourselves significantly. There's no, like, mountain points at the top here, so there's no point in us... like, overexerting just to get over the top of mountains. Is Geschke, or whatever he's called... No, follow cunt. Oh, he's a German. Who is trying to join us. Can we see him? This game is wonderful for anyone who's watching it for the first time, because it has several features that just sort of play the game for you. I'm currently pressing a button that just sort of follows them for me, and soon we'll enter fast forward mode, which just skips ahead and the game plays itself for a bit. These are all things you're allowed to use in speedruns. There isn't really a proper community around this game. There's a couple of people who run it. None of them are active.
They're riding hard behind.
Well, that's good.
Give
That's
them
what
the
we
moment
want.
to relax.
That's exactly what we want, because we're trying to speed up this race generally. But yeah. We have a bunch of guys. We've got 7 guys, so if we kill, or if we overexert one of our guys this early on, it's not a huge issue. When we get into attempts at one of the stage races in a bit, that's where we need to be a bit more careful. Because it's fine if we destroy
The riders
one
are
of
now
our
entering
guys
the
here.
famous Imola racetrack.
Oh, we're racing on a
Theatre
Formula
of
1
Newey's
track.
Formula 1 Grand Prix since
That's
1980.
fun. Let's
and
give it a
which
bit of a
today
go.
is the setting for the finish of the Cycling World Championships.
Let's set a decent pace. Here then. Seeing as we're on a racetrack, may as well enjoy it. I can't remember what the record for Paris-Roubaix is, but we could always not Paris-Roubaix. Maybe it is Paris-Roubaix I'm thinking of. No, yeah, the one with cobbles. Oh, the German. The German is coming. Okay, so that's one lap complete. Now what we're going to do, we're going to set my guys work with opponents. And we're going to skip ahead at
The front
least
of the
one
race
lap.
is crossing the finishing line and is beginning the second lap of the circuit.
Okay, there's
Another
6 of us now. The
225
German reached us. We just need to keep an eye on our energy. Keep an eye on energy and keep an eye on the gap with the peloton. For anyone who doesn't know cycling, welcome, first of all. I'm glad I could be the one to introduce you to it. The peloton is the word basically for the big bulk of cyclists, of riders. Okay, so that's second lap complete. We'll skip through to at least the first feed zone. We're maintaining a nice lead here of about 4 to 4.5 minutes. Yeah, we may just cycle the next lap. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is the start of the feed zone, which means may as well chug. In a minute they're going to refill our bottles, so we may as well use them up now whilst we can. So I'm gonna up the pace a wee bit here. I don't know if we'll cycle this whole lap.
They're riding hard behind.
I'm not
This isn't the point
relaxing.
to relax.
I'm riding quite hard. I think when we cross this line, our feeds will be restored. So I will just drink them. There we go, so they're full. So you see in the bottom right corner of the map, or of the screen, there's a little speedometer. Can't do these descents. You can crash in this game. You can crash, that's something that's worth remembering. But yeah, we've just sped it up slightly there because we could recover the health that we're losing. So over time, your maximum... so the blue... there's 3 circles in the sort of bottom corner. The yellow one indicates how much effort I'm currently putting in. The blue one is my overall energy, and my red one is kind of like the burst and the sprint energy I have available to use. I have 2 gels, 1 blue and 1 red. They restore the bars of the same colour. And that just means we can use them more. The harder we cycle, the faster. I'm gonna set one of my guys, probably Evanport, because he's got no chance of winning, to follow any attacks that come.
I'll follow any attacks.
Just as a precaution. But yeah, so over time, the total length of my energy bar, the blue energy bar I've got, shrinks. As you get more tired. It's not a huge issue for this because unless we really overexert ourselves, we should have enough energy. But in stage racing, which is what we'll probably get onto soon, we might have one little go at the London World Cup just to see what I'm gonna up the tempo a bit here. But yeah, once we enter stage racing, energy maintenance becomes a far more important issue because you are having to maintain energy over anywhere between like 3 and 28 or 21 even in the Tour de France stages. So it's something you need to think about. Okay, we will cycle this lap, I think, just to try and speed it along slightly. The peloton are catching up a little bit. They've gained about a minute on us since the start of this lap. They have an advantage simply because there's more of them. They don't have to really deal with there's more of them, so it cuts through the air more efficiently. They expend less energy doing the same distance that we're doing. So you can see here that the breakaway kind of cycle between who's at the front. This is just sort of a sporting thing that's done to share the load. Okay, looks like there's been an attack. We have 3 guys in that breakaway, which has already died. I'm gonna, now that we're on the mountain almost, on the Cima Gaesta, I'm gonna just power on ahead at the front just to speed us up a wee bit. Oh wait, I've gone too fast. Now I'm considered a separate group. So because time is slightly truncated in this, time and distance aren't 1-to-1 in this. That gap there is a 9-second gap. It's not a 9-second gap in real life. 2, 3. It's about a 4-second gap. So time and distance are about 3 times as fast. I shouldn't really be going this hard. It's wasting energy, really. So I'm going to slow down slightly. I was hoping to pull them ahead slightly, but it seems that they're not really in the mood for that.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him.
Okay.
He's being distanced.
So the first person has been dropped by the peloton, or nearly dropped by the peloton. That will happen more as, yeah, he's running out of energy. He doesn't have the energy to maintain. As we go on, this will happen more and more and more. Riders who just don't have any energy left will get dropped by the peloton and just end up taking way longer to finish than anyone else. I'm gonna drop back now slightly to let the others take the expend energy for a bit. And we're on the descent now, so once we get to the end of this lap, we will skip through probably to the last lap, because we've got another, I think, 4 or 5 of these to go, and they take like 10 minutes each. So yeah, 3 guys have been dropped so far. Norwegian, Dutch, and British, so it's not really an us problem. Because we do want, for that last lap, the peloton, the breakaway, which is what the group that we're part of, is not making it all the way to the finish. That would be absurd. Okay, so another British guy and a Norwegian have been dropped. This is good. We want as many of our guys as possible in the end, just so we can work as a team, try and control the pace of the race, and win. We don't even technically have to win. All we have to do is, technically is beat the speedrun time, but I have a feeling that it's going to be hard to beat that time without winning. Given that will probably be a winning time. I am assuming that the difficulty was the issue, because when we were doing this before, I really struggled to beat speedrun times for a lot of other levels, and I'm hoping at least, that the issue was difficulty, because we were so far behind the the like London times. We were 20 minutes behind them and spent a good long while trying to beat them. Okay, so I'm gonna now drop back and let the others take over, and we will skip through a couple of laps. If anything interesting happens, I will stop skipping.
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
That's fine, we can do that. Up in the pace. So now we can see that if you watch the number of riders in the peloton, a lot of them have been dropped. They'll probably eventually group up and form a sort of back, like a group further towards the back. But yeah, that, and some of them might even, with enough effort, they can theoretically
They're
reach the
riding
peloton.
hard behind. This isn't the
But
moment to relax.
yeah, you can see that we haven't lost anyone, but a lot of people have been dropped. And some of them are grouping up. Which, as with this breakaway, it just makes more sense. It's easier to do things with multiple people than it is to do with one person. Let's quickly drink our gel before it gets refilled. And then we'll keep zooming.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
That's fine. That's fine, we can do that. Greg's energy is starting to get a bit low. If you look at his energy bar compared to the other people in our team, he has a smaller energy bar because he's been expending more energy throughout the race. Okay, this is lap 8. We're 1 lap away from the final lap, which is, I'll take control again. Boy, he is not working with a lot of energy. The peloton are getting close. Most of our guys still in the peloton as well. Worth noting that. I'm gonna set that one. Who's our guy? Mercady. I'm gonna set him to follow attacks as well.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
They only have about a minute behind.
They're riding hard behind. This is
Okay.
the moment to relax.
Oh fuck! One of the guys has trying to make a break for it. We can't let them escape, so let's.
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The others will probably catch up, but there's now only 49 riders in the peloton. Uh, 50 riders in the peloton, but they are riding hard. Okay, this has got boring again.
The lead group begins the final lap of these World Championships.
Greg is struggling.
Away will no doubt go all the way, lads, but watch out.
Greg is struggling. I'm switching to. Okay, I'm gonna set like 3 of my guys to follow attacks. Then we're switching to Mercady.
Attacks in the closing kilometers.
Because Greg is about to die. Okay, Greg, you're gonna drink your blue gel, please.
Okay. I'll consume a feed.
Meanwhile, we're in a group of 14 people. We have 4. We have 4 people in this group, which is excellent. This is exactly what we want. If Greg makes it, that's great. But we are working with a contingency in case he doesn't. Oh fuck! That's not what we wanted. Okay, 6 of us. We are half of this group. Well, How's Greg looking? Oh, it's rough. It's rough for poor old Greg. I reckon he's going to have some trouble with the last couple of mountains. With the last mountain. We've got one mountain left to go. A minute is a fair distance, but it's not insurmountable. Or 2 minutes, actually. Especially
Trying to get out of the peloton.
if you look at the speed that we're going now. I reckon that breakaway is getting caught. If it's not, we'll switch to Greg at the end. I reckon Greg might get
Here's the
dropped,
final difficulty for the lead group.
Okay, can we set a high tempo, please, lads? Okay, so now my riders. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of my guys to
I'll consume a feed.
drink because they're looking pretty low, but my guys are now gonna try and set a bit of a faster pace in the peloton, so hopefully we can catch up with the breakaway. That's the hope anyway. This will probably burn out most of the riders we've got left, but we've got 13 kilometers to go, and this one guy is the only guy who really matters. So we're just gonna what we're trying to do is just drag Murky to the finish line. That's all we need to do, is get Murky to the finish line as quickly as possible.
The head of the race is 1.5
Greg is in pain.
minutes lead on the peloton.
Because this isn't a race with like mountain points, there's no indicator of how close we are to the top.
Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
Okay, Simon Yates is trying to go for it. We can't let him
He
escape.
has to be caught if we are to hope for a stage win.
Okay.
There's a good chance of a sprint to decide the title of world champion. No one's managed to get away on the final climb, and the terrain isn't really suitable to distancing opponents.
30
seconds
Distancing
lead to the end of
opponents.
the race. A little less than 10 kilometers from the finish for this world championship.
I'm gonna drink a bit more of my blue juice. Okay. We've got 30 seconds. We're 30 seconds behind. I shouldn't even be the one going for it yet. This is too early for my guy. He can probably sustain it for about 5 kilometers. And then sprint for the last kilometer. Which is why I'm going to juice up.
He's moving on to the attack.
But yeah, okay, that's us juiceless. We've used all our juices. And we're just going to do our best to catch up with the breakaway if we can. If not, we'll just switch back to Greg. But I reckon we can catch them. It's so close, and they're all going to be
Only
exhausted
5
at this
kilometers
point.
left for the head of the race.
They're all going to be so exhausted compared to us. Why is no one else going for it? Come on, lads. They're 500 meters ahead of us. 400, 300.
The men at the front have just come onto the racetrack. The title of world champion will surely be fought out in the sprint.
Okay. We might still make this. We might still make this. When they get to... The issue is I can't sprint yet. Because I'll use up all my energy.
Final kilometer. The tension is palpable.
Okay, I'm going to have to sprint
Who
now.
will be the first to launch the sprint?
Okay, I didn't win. I didn't see the time. I didn't win. But we were seconds away from victory. So, didn't win, but it might still have it in the bag. The world record, let me remind you, for this category is 6 hours, 12 minutes and 52 seconds. We just need to beat that to have this world record. And add it to my collection of Tour de France 2021 world records. So, we didn't win. That doesn't matter. It would have been nice, but it doesn't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The bloody Germans won? 6,020. With that's terrible. That's awful. It's not even close. Not at all close. Who is it they used? Oh, this video is unavailable. But no, that's an idea of what this is like. How did they beat... Okay, they were like 8 minutes ahead. I reckon we can do that. I reckon a more aggressive ride. Okay. Let's try London. Let's try London because I reckon London is doable. It's devoid of any difficulty. We're on amateur. I wonder if they're using juiced up riders. Am I allowed to use a custom roster? You can use any team, any difficulty, any database. Okay. Editor. Database 1. Ratings. I specifically want to edit the British. We're going to make the British the fastest fucks you've ever seen. English, 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 English. Where are my Anglos? No Anglos on UAE Team Emirates. Okay. Where's Sky? Ineos even. Okay. This guy's British. We're just making the best collection of British guys we can possibly make. I think this is how you... This is perfectly allowed within the rules, so... Turning his chart into a circle. Wait, Richie Port's Australian, not British. Oh no. Unless you want to go with the Aussies. If we sort of set up Ineos have a lot of British guys and a lot of Australians. Actually, they're mostly a lot of British guys. We will set up all the British guys on this team. As ultimate racers. And then for the non-World Championship ones, we can just use Ineos. We're turning them back into the British team that Sky used to be. It's so cool that there's just no photos for half these people. Like, none of these guys have pictures. Can I sort by nationality? No. I can't sort by nationality. It won't let me just create a perfect team of British guys. Like, this feels like a lazy way to win, but it's allowed. It said any roster, any rider. Okay. Adam Yates, perfect. Worth, you're not British. Only British guys will become perfect. This is how you win. What we're doing is essentially recreating doping within within competitive cycling. It's a shame I can't also alter their age and stuff, because I think that'd be funny. We need 7 people for World Championships. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want duel. Okay, I'll do duel because then we have 8. Don't know who duel is. Oh, if we do it like that, then duel is a perfect star. Okay, I ruined it. Never mind. Oh wait, you have to alter them for specific cups. Never mind. Okay, so that's... Do my custom team currently exist on this? The custom team that I made for... No, they don't. Okay, database 1 is done. So now, if we go to London, we're using database 1, solo, amateur, and then we're going to go on to team Great Britain.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the cycling.
We are using the best possible juiced up guys. We're playing on easy mode. These are all within the rules. These are all tricks we are apparently meant to use to win these speedruns. The favourites are all British guys. Wait, who are these cunts? Who are these idiots? Who are these guys? Wait. I should have altered our... Okay, we'll give it one go with this, and if it doesn't work, we'll edit it to add more British guys.
Hello and welcome to all. A prestigious setting welcomes this year's World Cycling
Team Britain
Championships.
are going to destroy this.
The pure sprinters are the big favourites.
Team
to
Britain
pull
are
the
just
rainbow
perfect
jersey.
guys.
This year really is a golden opportunity for them because the circuit is completely flat. However, they'll need reliable and committed teammates.
It's a
in order to
16-lap
keep
race. It's
tight grip on
really
the
boring race,
and
just
suffer
going around
mass
London in
sprint
circles.
finish.
It's like an incredibly... Okay. At the end of this feed zone, I'm going to attack.
The riders have just set out and already there's an attack.
Okay, I'm going to then follow Beastlen. We are going to be ridiculously good compared to other
Riders will have a
people.
total of 16
Just watch
laps
me
to ride,
zoom
making
past
almost
them.
280 kilometers of completely flat terrain.
Okay. So now we're just going to stick at full speed. I did just accidentally shoot myself in the foot, but that's fine. Theoretically, I could bring over some of my other guys and we could just time trial it for 16 laps. Let's... Okay. So let's send over one of my not so good guys.
Okay, so give me time to move up.
Okay, so 2 more of my guys should be coming. I'm only 9 seconds ahead. What the fuck? I thought I was meant to be Superman.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
Okay, but what we can do by doing this is just keep the speed of the race as fast as possible. We want to be attacking lots. We want one guy. We want one guy at the end who's like fresh and ready for the sprint on the final round. But we want to be just...
The route harbours no particular pitfalls. Apart from the distance, these World Championships are totally devoid of any difficulty. A godsend for the sprinters.
Yeah, it's a really boring race. In real life, it's not this boring. In the game, it's the dullest level. Which is why it's really normal that I've devoted myself to becoming world record holder of this specific boring level. Okay, we're coming into the back half of this lap. There is Tower Bridge in all its glory. There's the Coca-Cola presents the London Eye. Is it Coca-Cola? Who is it who sponsors the London Eye these days? Oh, there goes my guys I told to attack. My boy. You're not going to get very far because I'm just pegging it. They took that long to get up to the front? Okay. And there's Parliament.
The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway.
Yeah, that breakaway didn't go particularly far. But no. If theoretically, if we just change who we are each lap and try and just drag the peloton round each lap, we might kill everyone, but we also might just speed this up to a ridiculous degree. We're forcing them to go fast. I mean, ignore that basically half my guys are already suffering. Everyone is suffering, which is actually not great. Okay, after this lap, we will just let it sort of go for a bit. I'm taking quite efficient corners, which tend to help. Because the AI sucks at cornering properly in this game. They don't realise that you can do it. Okay, so that's one lap down.
The first lap has just been completed by the head of the race.
We're now
There
just
are
gonna...
15 laps to go.
We're just gonna skip ahead. Okay, let's tell my guys to stop attacking.
The
'Cause-
peloton has caught up.
Okay, some other guys are gonna go ahead. Let's manage the
For
time
the
gap,
breakaway.
please.
It's looking good.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Okay, other people are pissing off.
The
This
time
is
gap between
fine.
the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
We're controlling this. And once we get to lap... Once we get to lap,
1.5
I
minutes for the
want to
breakaway.
say...
It might just work.
like lap 14, we will start just putting the... Or maybe lap 12. Like one of the last laps, we'll start really putting in the pace. And it's really fun how this game just sort of plays itself. Okay, nobody important is in that front group. That's good. No, we're not going to set a high tempo. We're just going to leave it as is for now. This is probably slower than we want, but... Dal sits at the front. What if we tell him to attack? No, actually, he's setting like a decent tempo.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
Entering feed zone 1. My boy, you're going to drink that. That was probably a bit of a waste. Oh well. We're almost at the end of the feed zone. But yeah, we're controlling this quite nicely, I think. Whilst we do this, I will check. I'll check on the YouTube to see what my fastest time was for what my fastest time was for, okay, we're on lap 9. Probably want to do a couple more before we... I'm just tabbed out. This is the level of... Okay, London best speedrun attempt that I got. The best London speedrun attempt that I got going last time we were doing this, which was like last summer, jeez, was a 5 hour 30, which is... Oh no, a 5 hour 54. I was like 26 minutes behind the world record. I don't know what the world record did differently because no one uploads full runs of this game. Nobody uploads full runs of this game and it's evil. You shouldn't be allowed to do that when you're doing speedruns.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady. The breakaway is losing ground.
Okay, a different guy is now speeding our pace
The
along.
gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Guys. Yeah, no, we're controlling this gap quite nicely at the
The
moment.
breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
Okay. We're going to get to lap 13. We're about to finish this lap. And then I'm going to, as this guy, see if I can break away. There's all my other guys. And there's Dowsett. I reckon we have it in us to give this a real good shot.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
This will at least speed them up.
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away.
Who is Jay Sagan? It's not the Sagan, the Peter Sagan, who's the Sagan that I know of.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Yeah, that was kind of to be expected, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to just keep doing this and trying to drag them forwards a bit. It's going to wreck me, but we can drag them around another lap. What we're doing is just trying to speed them up as much as possible. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. I may just have to concede that...
Riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to
I may
try
just
to
have to
hold out
concede that
till
I
the
will
end.
never get this world record. Or this begins an incredibly long grind for it that is never gonna... that won't end until I have this fucking record. Okay, Peloton looks like it's gonna catch me, that's fine. Peloton is like 4 seconds behind, yeah, they've got me. I'm just gonna go all out until we hit... How am I back in... Am I just riding more efficiently than them? Yeah, so that level of beautiful cornering that I just did.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
I think I should be speeding them up quite nicely. It will destroy Rowe in the process, but that's what we need to win this.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
And then this is the point. This, I think, 5k mark is the point when, on the final lap, we will attack. The game is really chugging on the stream. I wonder why that is. This game is not resource intensive. Here we go, here we go. Oh no, has the stream crashed? Have I got too many other tabs open? Is this the issue? Okay, we've nearly caught the breakaway. It's really, really choppy. I will try and sort this before the next run, because it's not been like this before. Okay. We've caught the breakaway. And we're just going to continue
The
on
riders
past
are all
them.
back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres.
The more we distance Dowsett, the more we kind of see how far ahead we are, because he's going to be flagging this whole time. But okay, we've now dropped another guy. This is the point when people are going to start dropping. We're going quite hard, which this race doesn't usually do. So on the little above the speedometer, you can see a little thing that shows how far into the race we are. There's like a red flag on that, and that red flag, if that overtakes you, you are disqualified. It's not really a big issue in this. It's again more of a stage racing issue. Like, it kind of exists so that sprinters in particular have to, like, can't just sort of have a gentle ride during mountain stages. Okay, we're just dropping people. We're dropping as many people as possible. Okay, we're nearly out of energy, so we're gonna have to okay. This is our guy who we're trying to win with. I'm just gonna have to stick behind other people and try and maintain enough energy for the final victory, because the rest of my team are struggling. Actually, can any of them have some gels other than Luke Rowe, who...
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
There we go. Oh no, all of my guys are just getting away.
Bunched peloton.
Okay. For a brief second, the entire British team just escaped. It's occasionally terrifying looking over and seeing what's happening on the screen. Because this is a game where you do just pause and freeze every so often. I just looked over and was like, oh no, was the stream frozen?
He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings.
Okay, so another guy, one of the Americans, has just been dropped. This is a gentle ride. Okay, we're going to skip ahead to the last lap now. This is lap 15. We're setting a high tempo. For everyone except Swift. This will kill the rest of our team.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
This is all we have at this point. No.
The final lap gets underway. One man is alone at the head of the World Championships.
No, he's
He has
not.
a significant lead over the peloton and seems to be well set to pull off an exploit.
The game seems broken because one man is not ahead of the peloton. Okay. I believe we have the energy just to go flat out for the rest of this stage. It is like 15 kilometers, which is quite a lot. But
The
okay.
riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the
Yeah.
final
Oh,
kilometers.
that break could have been
Only
could be
15 kilometers
dangerous.
left before we know the name of the new world
Because we
champion.
have both our feeds, we should be able to keep this going. Just gonna keep on the wheels of these guys. But less Filippo Ganna if he's going to do that. Okay, the Belgians are not happy about this Dutch guy. Neither is Pedersen, who is, I believe, Swedish or no, Norwegian. No, the Norwegians have their own team. I can't remember where Pedersen is from. Okay, we're just going to stick with these guys.
Bunched peloton.
We should have the energy to just push through to the end. This is all we need. I'm just ready for the point when we see the final time of this run, and it's still somehow like 20 minutes below what we were last time. Okay. Luke Rowe is behind me. As is Duel. My boys. The remaining guys I haven't destroyed. Okay, that's some nice cornering. That cornering puts me ahead, just because it... Yeah, I cannot compete with that. We aren't going to start riding super hard yet, because I don't reckon we can keep that going for that long. The peloton will probably catch us, but we have the energy to make it. We have the blue energy to make it. The red energy we've got... The red energy we've got will probably get us a kilometre. We start sprinting when we're about 1.5 kilometres off.
Another 5 kilometers. One man is alone up front.
I wouldn't call this alone, really. I would call this about to be caught. So yeah, when we turn off into... we had a strategy for this down last time. And I can't remember where it is we launch our sprint.
Only 3 kilometers left for the peloton. Everything will come down to the sprint.
But we have the energy. We have... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We have a red feed.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Contrary to predictions, these World Championships will not finish in a sprint, but in a solo victory. Congratulations to him.
Thank you, game. Now let's see what our final time was. We could have been more efficient there with... Okay, my guy who I murdered is gonna be the last to finish, but... I still think there's a fair chance this finish is still gonna be, like, ridiculously far behind the time that we want. In which case, I don't know what we did. Everyone T-poses when you skip out of the, like, finale.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the...
This game is really slow. 5:55? That's worse than my previous tries. What is the deal? What is the deal? Okay. Going back into the bloody editor. London. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Ratings. We're gonna go through and find any British person and just make them the single strongest guy in the world. I mean, theoretically, would it make sense to boost up just everyone? Because if everyone's strong, everyone goes faster. Okay, I'm gonna boost a bunch more British guys, but then we will also boost other guys as well. At least on Ineos. I do love the star we've made. I mean, London is a weird stage. I don't know how this person did this time. Okay, okay. Narukantani, you are a legend of the sport. You deserve to be made into the perfect all-rounder. Warren Varg. I'm just gonna do this for like any names I recognize. What we're doing is doing what I like to call the Drug Olympics, which is something I would like to see where instead of just some people doing doping, everyone is doping. Because if everyone's super, then no one is. Why is he a mountain expert now? He's an everything expert. I don't know you. Okay, this team has a lot of British people on it. I'm gonna upgrade stuff in a different order and see if he ends up as a different type of guy, or if he ends up as a mountain guy still. No, the mountain guy is the natural sort of end point of the guy. Okay, that Estonian guy is probably going to be on TV Eastern Europe, so let's just up him. This is how you win, is doping. This is what learning about cycling, a sport I love dearly, has taught me. Astana... Jakob Fuglsang can be upgraded. I wonder how they decided these ratings. Are they based on real stats, or are they just based on what the devs of this game decided arbitrarily people deserved? Ooh, Eritrean guy. This guy is probably going to be on the African national team, which is why we're going to juice him. Juice him to oblivion. Okay. My boys in Bahrain victorious. British guy. We're turning Britain into what East Germany allegedly did. In this world, Britain got really into just doping. And became sort of a world capital of it. British guy. Just for the legal reasons, I'm not suggesting any of these guys have partaken in doping, despite the fact that Team Bahrain Victorious were in fact found to do doping. In the 2021 Tour de France, Team Bahrain Victorious were doping. Which is pretty funny because they didn't actually do very well. And also in this game, they're one of the worst teams. Right. Fine, Michelanda, I recognize you. This guy can be juiced up, and then we're gonna try London again. I may just have to do some of this off camera because it's really boring. Israel Startup Nation is an incredibly cursed name. Okay. We'll just do a couple more of the guys on Ineos. I still want to call them Sky. They're Sky in my heart. Egan Bernal is already pretty good. The Colombians are probably going to have a amazing team for the World Cup now as well, because there's a lot of Colombians on Ineos. Now that'll do for now. Okay, race. Yeah, what is the record for Paris-Roubaix? The record for Paris-Roubaix is 5 hours and 48 minutes. Do we want to give Paris-Roubaix a go? I reckon we do. Also, do you go faster if you put... Okay, where are my boys? Why do we not just have a team of perfect guys? There we go. My team of faceless perfect men.
Hi guys, welcome.
Okay. So this is Paris-Roubaix. It's one of the pretty iconic races in the cycling calendar. It's very flat, but it's covers a lot of cobbled sections. Okay, we're just gonna floor it for like most of this race and see what we do. We're gonna go with G first.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to one of the main events of the cycling season, the
Actually, we
mythical
probably
Paris-Roubaix.
shouldn't
With its flat
until...
terrain and numerous cobbled sectors, this classic offers an atypical route where a rider's condition is as important as luck.
Okay, we're going to use Geraint Thomas. If I can get out of this section, we'll use Geraint Thomas as like a breakaway rider, just to see what we can do. Jeez, let me free.
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. Attempt at a counter-attack.
Now watch us just power ahead.
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. He's got his team
Fuck,
riding
we are
because he's a
fast
favourite
now.
for the stage. You should get rid of him.
Just look how quick we are, it's terrifying. We'll just ride like this level of hard for the time being. We won't be able to keep a personal breakaway going for long. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to keep a breakaway going at all, but... Here we go, here we go! I want to mod this game to add Bloodborne voices. The spectators should be doing Bloodborne lines. Okay.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
I wonder if it just makes sense to keep switching guys and just attacking constantly.
Here we go!
Stop following me. I'm gonna set a horrid pace that will destroy half of you.
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. With more than 260 kilometers on the menu, it takes qualities of extraordinary endurance to hope for a win today.
Why have we set up?
The peloton is...
Okay. Adam Yates is also near the front. We'll switch to him and
joined up with a breakaway.
try to follow
trying to escape.
this breakaway.
Counter-attack attempt.
We'll see if they can catch up with me. But if we do this, at the very least, we're pressuring the peloton into constantly having to speed up. I don't know if this is the best way to do it. And we will start skipping soon because we're not in the exciting bit. We're at the first half of the race where nothing happens. Where it's flat and boring. But yeah, we have made Ineos the perfect team, so... So yeah. We can't single-handedly fend off the peloton.
New attempt at a counter-attack.
Oh, another guy's attacking.
The first 100 kilometers are of little interest, and they're often used as an observation round by the favourites in order to see which team will take the race in hand. The peloton has caught up.
Right, let's skip ahead for a bit. Switch to Luke Rowe, a man we've previously destroyed, and see if we can do anything fun. Actually, no. Let's just skip ahead a bit. We don't really... Let's set a high tempo
1 minute
for a
for the
while.
breakaway. It's looking good.
We want to speed through these early sections. G, I'm gonna need you to blue gel.
The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
Okay, so now Geraint Thomas should drop off,
The peloton has caught up. There's no more
and
escapees.
okay, this feels like it's going badly because it's just murdering all my guys. Okay. We're going now back to do not work with anyone.
One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might
It's
just
a lot
work.
of breakaways. We won't break away yet because this is not a decent place to break away. What we will do is try and break away with a couple of guys once we get to the first cobble sectors. Because they present a
The
real
first sectors of cobblestone are approaching.
advantage
While it is
to... Okay, so what I'm going to do is set... Pidcock... Bernal... Swift... All to
Too
follow
early to make any
attacks.
big moves. The pace of the race should
So that
accelerate.
when I attack,
Sectors are not
they will follow.
numbered in decreasing order. The last sector bears the number 1. They're going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it.
So I'm going to attack here.
He's got his teammates
And that
riding
should
across a rider who's
drag
making
the
stage
rest
victory
of
has
my
broken away.
team up with me, hopefully. But you can see, because we have an insanely good skill on cobblestone, that just utterly gave
The
us a
peloton is
ridiculous
riding
lead.
hard. Stay well placed.
Gave us a great lead that now we're gonna attempt to capitalize on. Or at the very least,
Head
we're
of the
gonna.
race is on to the first 4-star sector. More than 3,400 meters
At the very
long,
least, we're gonna
and
sort
ending
of
in a
try and
rising
drag
fall
them.
Flat. Some riders could already be in difficulty.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for
Okay.
him. He's being distanced.
We have already destroyed the peloton. It's quite early for us to do that, but that's great for us. Okay. Our guys are going to keep following any other attacks that come, which is perfect. We're near the first feed zone as well, so we don't need to worry too much about protecting our gels. No, you'll see now that we're on the cobbles, the gap that we are behind is going to shoot down. I'm not playing this strategically how you would actually try and win a race. I'm just trying to cheese it to get us going as quickly as possible. Yeah, so we now have 50 seconds on the peloton. Purely from that cobbled section. And now we're about to enter another one. A 3 and a bit kilometer one. But yeah, you can just see our leaders 7, 15, 14,
The
13.
breakaway is losing ground.
The breakaway is losing ground, but we're also gaining on them and the peloton at the same time. I'm going to drink a bit of my red juice.
A new sector, number 25, also quite long with its
On the
3,000
next
meters
sector
of
after this
cobblestone.
one, which apparently the guys in front of us have already reached, I will sprint again, because I reckon we can reach the guy in front of us. He hasn't appeared yet, but he probably will soon. The peloton is still kind of behind us. Although it's broken up now into so many little bits, it can barely be called a peloton anymore.
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away.
Schnell! So yeah, we're about to reach the one after this that the guys in front of us are on. There's a big breakaway. I didn't realise it was 14 people. That could be dangerous. One thing I'm thinking could be fun this year is if I do like a 21-day Tour de France.
At the end of the next sector,
Like
the
where I
riders will reach
stream
the
one,
first feed
where
zone.
every day
A
I
few
stream
moments of
one
rest before facing
stage.
The remaining 23
Okay.
sectors.
So we're gonna zoom across this one, try and just really make up some ground on the guys ahead of us. Here we are. And we're just gonna zoom ahead of Debut. Possibly even dragging him with us. No, we just overtook him. We still have a minute and a half on the
He has
peloton.
no more teammates, and he's driving himself to retain his chances of winning the stage.
But yeah, we're running out of energy, so I am going to have to slow down soon, even though we're approaching the next feed zone. Yeah, we're going to sit up and enter recovery mode for a bit. It's not ideal, especially with another cobbled sector, but okay, we'll push ourselves through this cobbled sector. This is a really short one. And then we will sit up and enter recovery mode. We'll just sit up for the entirety of the feed section, and then when we come out the feed section, we should have a bit more energy to play with. The group behind us may catch up, but the group behind us has one of our guys in it, has Egan Bernal in it. And then the group behind that has the rest of our guys, who are struggling slightly. Yeah, let's just get them to gel up.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Okay, so at the end of this feed zone that we're approaching now... Yeah, okay, so I think we do just wait for Egan Bernal's group. I think that's Egan Bernal's group. There we go. Now they can drag us slightly. Oh, all they can slow down
Here
the
we go
second they
again.
reach me.
From Vertin to Saint-Martin-sur-Écaillon, a 2,300 meter sector is awaiting the riders.
Okay. We're gonna leave Luke Rowe with those guys. And on the next cobbled section, we will make a move. We'll just try it. We'll continue recovering for now. So yeah, we're not at all riding in like a way you would actually ride. We're riding a way that will get one of our guys to the end as quickly as possible. Are all of them just going to follow me? Are none of you going to take a turn? Okay, I can see the start of the cobbled section, which is when we make our move.
He has no more teammates, and he's driving himself to retain his chances of winning the stage.
Wait, Greg Van Avermaet is? Okay.
If the first sectors have already scattered the peloton, the race between the favourites should only start from the trench of Arenberg, a mythical sector that has entered 95 kilometres
Now
from the
we go.
finish.
We don't need to really floor it,
He's
although
got his teammates riding because a rider who's
may
dangerous
as
for the
well.
stage victory has broken away.
And now we can sit on this guy's wheel. That speeds up the group behind us as well. We're just collecting guys on our adventures.
They're going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it.
We've got another 128 kilometers to go. I think it's too early to be commenting on believing it. Okay, let's skip ahead a bit. Nothing exciting is going to
The
happen.
next sector is approaching for the front of the race. This is
Okay, my two guys are doing fine here, and the two guys are doing fine in here. Nah, it's too early to set high
first in a
tempo.
sequence of 3 sectors that will come one straight after the other, making
Okay,
for
we
almost
may have
6
killed
kilometres
Luke
of road
Rowe.
without tarmac.
I'm gonna tell Luke Rowe to wait for the group behind him as just a way of healing.
In less than 10 kilometres, the first riders will be onto the trench of Arenberg. Third key sector for the favourites of this Paris-Roubaix. But
Okay.
beforehand, they will have to cross the demanding Haveluy to Wallers sector.
My
classified as
guys
4
are
stars.
catching up slightly. I probably shouldn't have used my full feed there, but it's fine. And let's just pull them across this section. We just need a guy to make it to the end. That's all we
Its
need.
true name being Drève de Boule d'Airain, the trench of Arenberg is 2,400 metres long. Obviously classified as 5 stars, it's a mythical Paris-Roubaix site, which, if it does not decide the winner, often performs a first selection between favourites.
Okay. Yeah, we're Trench of Arenberg. We're going to keep going until. Actually, can we let the others take over for a bit? We are running low on energy.
Time difference.
Cunt! Okay, I'm pressing
Between
don't
the
work with
peloton and the
opponents just because
breakaway
if we
steady.
press work with opponents, he.
The first riders are leaving the trench of Arenberg. It's time to take stock of the damage and the forces.
Work with
still
opponents
present
means
to see
apparently
who will put his stamp on the
drag
race.
them
It
forwards
is now the longest sector of the race.
at your own peril.
And one of the most difficult that awaits the riders. 3,700 metres long, from Ornain to Wandigny, it offers a real opportunity to turn the screw. The leading riders have now crossed half of the cobbled sectors. There are only 14 left.
Okay, the rest of the guys have caught up with us. Let's set a high tempo for the time being.
Sector 13 for the front of the race. 1,400
Okay.
metres.
We're managing the
It's
time
now
gap.
the turn of the Orchy sector to welcome
Oh, we
the
passed the
riders.
fucking feed zone. I fucked up.
1,700 metres of cobblestone.
I messed up. I thought we had
Sector 11 has
more
begun.
feed zone than we did.
2,700 metres from Auchy-les-Orchy to Bercy.
I had,
The race
yeah, I
is
thought we
entering
had
the
more feed
final
zone than we
50
did.
kilometres.
More space
and
than
the
we did
next
left for the
sector
feed
is
zone.
None other than Montpevel. Classified
Okay, this group is basically just my guys now.
as a difficulty 5 and 3 kilometres long, this sector is often described as an ordeal. When it's over, some riders will certainly be eliminated from the list of prospective winners.
Okay. Let's switch over to Swift. Actually, no. Let's switch over to Egan Bernal again. And we're just going to ride super hard.
A 2-star sector is now on the menu. The difficulty of the sectors will then increase.
We're going to ride
until
super
the
hard
Carrefour
and just
de l'Arbre.
drag our guys to the end. It's going to be really fun to finish this and find out we're somehow still miles behind the world record. And that I'm just bad at this game. Which is very possible. Even with all the drugs and doping we've done. Okay, I'm just going to set a really fast pace for this section. That hopefully won't involve. Okay. Still got the lads behind me. We need to catch Swift. If we don't catch Swift, we are doomed. Like if
There's
the
about 30 kilometers to go now
if
for
the
the
AI
end of the
beats
race,
us,
and
we
another 6
simply
sectors to cross.
there's no way we're getting world record if AI beats us. Okay. Geraint is struggling. I've worked him to the bone. I've worked all my guys to the bone. Okay, you've already used your feed. A lot of my guys have already used their feeds, that's fine. We're going to pick up
The
some more
next 2
guys
sectors,
here.
classified as 3 stars, are only 1 kilometer apart. The riders won't have time for a breather.
And now we're a minute and a half. We're so close. These 3 sectors, very few riders have good cobblestone stats. So the fact that we all do is probably enough to
Come on, guys, catch him. He's a danger
win
for the
this
stage
for
win.
us. Or we can use these to catch up. Okay. We've got 5 guys just in a little solo breakaway. Wait, fuck, is Swift? My guy actually want to get
He's
to the
a
end.
relatively complete puncher, without major strong or weak points.
Yeah, my guy who I actually want to get to the end is not even in this group. It's not ideal. This group is almost all about to implode, but we will drive ourselves until we cannot drive anymore. Yeah, we've dropped Geraint Thomas.
The riders are now heading towards the Canfin-Pével and Carrefour de l'Arbre sectors, both often proving decisive for final.
We'll swap to Swift and try and catch our guys ahead. Actually, no. There's no point in us accelerating this much on regular terrain. We may as well wait for a cobbled section. But no, we can drag our guys up to catch the other group. We can see the front. We can see the
front
car
of
at
the
the
race
front.
is now entering the Canfin-Pével sector. The riders will then head straight onto the Carrefour de l'Arbre, the final 5-star sector in the race.
Faster, come on, guys. Come on, guys. But yeah, once we hit Canfin-Pével, we'll see the real impact of having perfect cobble
A teammate
stats.
has just been dropped.
Yeah, we can't.
You can't count on him any longer.
Geraint was struggling, that's not surprising. We still have 6 guys. 1 minute 15.
Now it's the
Okay,
car
we have
for
5
Ferrari.
guys.
With its 5-star difficulty, this is the
4
last sector
guys.
that really provides a chance to hurt one's opponents. Very often, the first rider out of this sector goes on to win in Roubaix.
Okay. I am going to sprint here to try and catch the breakaway. It's a long one. Okay, 30 seconds. We just made up 30 seconds there.
Penultimate sector for the leading riders.
Okay. And now we're gonna juice again. We now have 20 seconds. But we're gonna catch them. We're gonna catch them and then hopefully that'll give us some time to recover. After this, we're doing an easy one. We're gonna do
There's only one sector left to be crossed.
a tour where
It's
we don't
now
have to
the
do
men at
much.
the front to sort out a hierarchy.
Hierarchy. He says some words in such a fun way. Okay, let's just sprint to catch up with them.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Well, it kind of is, because I need energy for the end. I need to recover a bit before we hit the end. None of these guys have the stats that I do, though. Except for maybe... Wait, these may also be other guys who I gave perfect stats. They have... At least one of them has British... 2 of them have British sounding names. So these are probably guys I gave perfect stats as well. But what we're doing now is also letting our other 3 guys catch up. Which will give us 4 guys for the final push.
Is accelerating.
Okay, does anyone have juice left to drink? Yes, they do.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Okay, 10k to go. 10k to go, and I believe 2
10
segments.
kilometers. You'll have trouble seeing it
I'll be
through to
fine.
the end.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay, we can't let them go.
Here's the last sector, 1,400 meters from Willems to Hem. When it's done, there will only be 6 kilometers left before reaching the velodrome.
Shit. Oh yeah, this finishes in a velodrome, so...
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
Okay. That was a terrible move. Okay, gonna sit up slightly to give myself a bit more energy. I just need some energy for the end. If any of the others have any more energy come the very end, we will use them instead. Okay,
Watch out, it's trying to catch up the sprinters.
fuck. I don't think we've got the energy to make it to the end.
Five kilometers for the breakaway. It'll be tight for the stage victory.
Do any of my guys have juice left? Ro does. And Adam Yates does. Adam Yates, I reckon, is our best shot at this point.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Is a tough nut to be making off now.
Okay, all the others are going. We have all of our feeds left, though, which is a difference to the rest of the team. This is it. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Will our team of entirely beefed up guys
The race leaders are into the velodrome.
be able
Victory
to
will come down to a sprint.
beat the time of whoever currently owns the world record for this one? Okay.
One more
Victory will
lap,
come down
and
to
it's the
sprint
finish.
at 1.4 kilometers. We start sprinting. We should have enough endurance. Just keep us going for a while.
The peloton is right behind you.
And we... Let's see what we did. I'm not going to check the world record until after we see our time. I don't think we've got it. We probably don't have it, but... we'll give it a shot. And then once we've finished this, whether we've got it or not, we will do a quick Euro tour, I think, because there's no world record for that, so we can just do that and get it. Look how fast I've made him. It's terrifying. The helmets do just come off.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, well. Oh, you still get achievements for this. 5:53.42. The world record is 5:40. We were 5 minutes behind the world record. That's so close. Paris-Roubaix is doable. We won't do it now. Maybe in a day or two, we'll do a just Paris-Roubaix world record attempts. But that was a good one. Wait, what? How much XP do I need to get? Oh, 1,000 XP to get Giro de Carmel. So the ones that don't have world records are Paris-Nice, Eurotour, and Giro de Lombardia. Eurotour is quite short. Do you go faster in the higher difficulties? I wonder. Okay, to test this, we're gonna quickly just do London on a higher difficulty. What does accomplishments mean? Okay, Team GB, Alter. We're bringing in Geraint Thomas and we're bringing in Adam Yates.
Hi, guys.
Okay. So this is on a harder. This is a harder difficulty. We're just gonna run this and see how it's different. I'm wondering if it's Mario Kart rules where we go faster. We're not gonna play through this whole one. We're just gonna sort of give it a go and see.
Hello and welcome to all.
But yeah, I think definitely more of the group having higher stats means everyone goes faster, because everyone in that final breakaway was people who I've beefed up.
The circuit is completely flat. However,
Okay.
they'll need reliable and committed teammates in order to keep a tight grip on the race.
Let's just
and shut up a
sprint
nice
for one lap and
finish.
see what's happening. Yeah, let's see if we can break away. Because in easy we were struggling to break away, so let's see if it's even possible at all
The
then.
riders have just set out and already there's an attack.
Okay, Peter Sagan's going. Let's get to the front
The
and
riders will have a total of
see.
16 laps to ride, making almost 280 kilometers of
Oh,
completely
maybe that's not
flat
Peter
terrain.
Sagan. There's multiple Sagans.
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the
Okay.
stage victory has broken away.
We're using our beefed up perfect guys, and we're just gonna see what we can do.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
No, I want everyone to be as fast as possible. See, off stream I will just beef up everyone on a custom roster.
Time gap between the
Because that will take
peloton
me a
and the
bit of time to
breakaway is
just do.
decreasing.
Yeah, I don't recommend keep this up for a whole lap, but we'll see. Are there two guys called Sagan?
The route harbours no particular pitfalls. Apart from the distance, these World Championships are totally
Okay,
devoid of
we're
any
gonna
difficulty.
we're gonna drag them round for one
Godsend
lap.
for the sprinters. The peloton has caught up.
We're dragging
There's
them
no
round
more
for one lap.
escapees.
Then we're going to just skip to the final lap, and then we're going to. And then we're going to just see what the final. We were what, 155 or 255 or whatever last time? So about half an hour behind the world record. I want to just see what difference this makes. Being on harder mode. It's a little sprint to drag them forwards. If I'm at the front, they have to go fast. I don't want to play this whole one, but
The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway.
okay, that'll do for now. We're gonna go set a high tempo, and then we're just gonna see what
The
happens.
first lap has just been completed by the head of the race. There are 15 laps to go. The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
Okay, Geraint Thomas is gonna destroy himself again.
peloton
Apparently,
has
this is
caught
what
up.
he exists to do. Is just spiritually destroy himself every single time. I don't know if we have.
The break
Okay, let's just beef up Geraint Thomas again.
has 30 seconds lead.
I'm gonna see if just having my guys ride as hard as they can for as long as they can
The time gap between the peloton and
is
the breakaway
going
is
to
decreasing.
help
Bunched peloton.
until we have like one guy left who isn't like dying. Is the plan anyway. And we'll use gels to just keep them going for as long as possible. Then Swift's gonna fall, and next will be Adam Yates, who will blue gel. That was inefficient. But he should cross the feed zone whilst he's at the front.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody
No, it's
dangerous
fine.
for
It's just
us
a
in the
Dutch
breakaway.
guy.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Okay. So long as
The
Fuwaits
breakaway is losing ground.
doesn't get destroyed, we should be good.
The breakaway's over. It start all over again.
It starts all over again. We're gonna kill all of our team except like 2 guys, and that's fine. We fully accept that. As long as like we have a couple of guys at the end who are in good enough shape that they can make it like a lap at the front, that's what really matters to me. I watched Ambulance today. I'm not a Michael Bay fan, but it's good action cinema. We don't have much good action cinema anymore, and Michael Bay is doing it. I will never forgive what he did to Megan Fox, but Ambulance is really good. I didn't realise it though that it's an adaptation of a Danish film. Like, it's not a Michael Bay original. It feels very much like a Michael Bay original idea. Okay, we've been setting a hard pace for almost the whole race.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's
Let's just manage the time
able to
gap now
widen the
instead
gap.
of
last time checked with the breakaway.
instead of riding
1 minute.
hard like we have been.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
But yeah, good film. Would recommend. I'm doing this thing on Letterboxd
The
which
riders
is like
are all
a
back together.
scavenger hunt type
Everything will be
thing,
played out in the final kilometers.
where like you get given a list of prompts and you have to like
As the final lap gets underway, one man is alone at the head of the world
no, they're not game.
championships. He has a significant lead over the peloton.
No, he doesn't.
And seems to be well set to pull off an exploit.
No man has a lead. Okay, I'm just gonna tell Luke Rowe to attack. He's our only guy who's got anything left in the tank. Although I'll tell all my guys to just drink up and see if that gets them across the line. If Luke Rowe looks like he's gonna do it, then we'll switch over to Luke Rowe at the very end. But
Another 5 kilometers.
we don't need
One
to
man is
attack.
alone up front.
Yeah.
Bunched peloton.
Okay, 3.5. It's at what, like 2 kilometers that we start sprinting? We established
5
before?
kilometers left for the breakaway riders to settle it. If anyone wants to avoid the sprint, they mustn't wait much longer.
Yeah, but we're gonna have way better stats than most of the people in. Anyone in this group have any energy? Luke Rowe's gonna attack, as is McClay,
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
and I will join them in that. And it's here, it's on this last corner
Contrary
that
to
we...
predictions, these world championships will not finish in a mass sprint.
Fuck,
but in a
cunt,
showdown
cunt,
between
cunt, why are you
the
so
circles
fast?
of
Why are you
riders.
so fast?
But who will still have enough in the legs to earn himself this victory?
Ooh! That was so close. He must be one of the guys I juiced. Halson might get eliminated if he's going this slowly. Like, the red flag will probably catch up with him. But no, I'm interested to see what difference this makes. Before I start juicing all the riders. Because that felt fast, but it may have really not been. I've said that felt fast before. But we're going to watch this end again, because look at this. Look how close this is. Less than a wheel. Less than a wheel's difference. And then we T-pose. Then we all T-pose.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We win, but 32? 5:32? That is 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes behind. That's 2 minutes behind world record. That's my personal best. So I'll probably submit this to speedrun.com as my personal best. But this does mean we've got it. So what I need to do now is unlock the hardest difficulty. I need to unlock 1, unlock hardest difficulty. 2, juice every single rider. And 3, victory. Do we want to give Innsbruck one go, and then I'll probably end the stream? Because I have Vlaanderen Classic. Paris-Roubaix, we were, what, 4 minutes off? And Liège-Bastogne-Liège... We haven't actually tried Liège-Bastogne-Liège. But yeah, we need to be level 5 for Liège-Bastogne... for Legend mode. But let's give Liège-Bastogne-Liège a go. As, of course, Ineos. Where's Ineos? Make sure that only our most juiced up boys are on this.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to this Liège.
Okay. It's a really long one. And harder than the London one. So we will probably skip through a lot of this. But yeah, this will be it, and then we'll probably end this. This will be the last race for today. But we will after
Hello
this.
and welcome to Belgium for one of the
Don't
most
say the words
eagerly
welcome
awaited
to Belgium
classics
to
of the
me.
year, Liège-Bastogne-Liège. With its very demanding route that takes in numerous short climbs, this monument is the holy grail for all punchers.
Come on, guys. But yeah, I reckon we've got it. We've worked out how.
Attempt at a breakaway.
So what I need to do is just grind for XP
Trying
to
to set up a
unlock
counter-attack.
the hardest difficulty.
Guys, that Poyenne may be one for the punches, but it's also and especially about freshness in the closing kilometers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill all my
Got to
guys.
keep plenty in the tank for the final climb, and make no unnecessary exertions. Otherwise, you'll pay the
What
price
do you mean, no
straight
unnecessary
away.
exertions? I'm not doing that. What are you talking about?
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage.
Okay.
You should get rid of him.
I'm gonna get to the front for a minute so I can drag these guys forward a bit, because we are losing time on the peloton. Okay. Got 25 seconds on them. We will get caught. But, as you know, we're gaining time. The peloton's going to give up, probably, because they know we're not a real threat. I reckon.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him.
Someone's been
He's being
dropped
distant.
already? No, that's so sad. And we've lost one of our guys. Okay, would you like to take the front for a bit, Bergenau? Bergodor, even. Oh, the breathing sounds are still really upsetting, aren't they? I'm sitting too far up now, and there we go. That should now have me in view. I may have lifted it too much. We'll see. Bad. Boy, the stream delay is pretty bad now. It's like a good 40 seconds on the stream delay. Like 40 seconds to a minute. There we go. That is better. You're now not staring at like my chin. My favourite part of the Tour de France, the floating arrow. First person mode? This changes everything. Oh, this is horrid. Oh no. This is how this game is meant to be played. Oh god. Brilliant. Okay. More guys are being dropped off the back of the peloton, or like struggling to keep up with the peloton, which is interesting to see this early. This is a whole new world of this game that we've discovered today. Okay. We're on the flat between two climbs. We're on the flat between two climbs. Okay, now we've hit the second climb, and then a descent after this. Descending is already my bad part of this game, and I imagine it's only going to get worse when I'm trying to do it in first person. I really do need a better controller that gives me slightly more accurate control of what we're doing. Because this one does not have much good.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
Fuck, the breathing is so upsetting. And the voices. The crowd voices suck. The crowd voices really suck. Should I switch the game to French for like a more authentic experience? I know the guy would then be speaking French, but... Okay, I'm going in front for a bit, lads. Because we've only got a 7-second lead on the peloton. 6 seconds. We're not keeping this lead. Or at least...
The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
I may as well just try and drag us as far as I can before I am out of energy. First person mode is a whole new... It's a real game changer. Show us this lovely map. I'm really scared about crashing now because I'm worried about what it does to the camera. So yeah, we'll do this climb and then probably enter... Oh, I don't want to see what fast forward mode looks like in this. This makes me miss France. I haven't been to France in ages. I want to go back. Okay. We're just setting like a ridiculous pace. This is what we need to do. Okay. And one. Ah. Okay, apparently if I slow down, everyone slows down, so never mind. I can slow down on the descent, but they won't. They're not riding hard, which is super annoying, actually. But because I'm such a good rider, I think all the people with slightly lower stats are having to exert way more energy to keep up. Okay, we're entering the next climb. Once we're onto stage racing, we'll get some kind of indications of the climbs, because there'll be like a King of the Mountains competition. Oh. How have I broken away? Oh, the peloton's breaking. I see.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to
Do
relax.
I look like I am relaxing, Mr. Barondeur? I think that's the name of like the coaches in cycling. Everything has very French names. Okay, we have split the peloton in two. This also doesn't feel like as steep as the climb looks on the relief map. I think that's the word. Okay, it's getting steeper. I'm gonna have to slow down soon because we're coming up to quite a long descent where I'll be able to rest a bit. Peloton honestly doesn't seem interested in catching me. All of my guys as well are in the slightly truncated Peloton. Okay, that second group probably will end up reconnecting with Peloton soon. Unless they're just not as high stat and they're just struggling to keep up. Do we want to see what sprinting looks like in first person? Oh good, the camera just raises slightly. Oh! Oh no. Okay, not the worst thing I've seen. I was worrying it would wiggle more than it does, but it does not seem to. Okay, we're firmly on the descent now. And now we can just recover some energy whilst we descend aerodynamically. The Peloton will probably catch up with us, but that's fine.
Breakaway over.
Okay, let's... Yeah, we'll just skip through. No, you don't. Not about me, you don't. Someone's breaking away, so am I.
The peloton is riding hard.
Okay.
Stay well placed.
Really, we should be using mountains and things to make attacks. Because that's where we have a real skill advantage over the rest of the field. But that's effort. Okay. This is boring again. Let's... Until someone else attacks, let's just... skip. Oh, someone's attacking. Multiple people are attacking, actually. This could be a nice little breakaway if we can get it going. We should probably set Bernal to
He's
follow
got his
attacks.
teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away.
Okay, but if these 4 people we've got can...
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him. He's being distanced.
Power. But yeah. We're setting quite a fast pace, which we do love to see. Probably in about 100 kilometers I'll start setting the team to... Okay. Okay, we are going to catch Gallopin.
The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
But yeah, just need to drag them as fast as we can. It will tire us out, but that's fine. It's the mountains where we can make some real time. But once we've worked this out, we can start making attempts at the ones that we've been struggling with. Once I've unlocked the hardest difficulty, and also juiced up the entire roster. I wonder what everyone being on an equal skill level will do. Presumably just make everything quite boring, but... Okay. Still dragging them. I have no memory of what the world record for this one is. Or even, indeed, what race this is. It escapes me. Is it Paris-Nice? No, this isn't Paris-Nice. That's a 5-stage race. Ah, energy. It feels like we've got so much more energy than we've have in previous occasions. We are going to need to slow down at some point though. Because we're just going all out all the time. Okay. Yeah, let's let some guys go ahead of us and recover a bit. At least until Shah makes another attempt. I'm not going to let Shah get away. They must be sick of me doing this now. The riders in the peloton.
He's placed his teammates at the front to ride you down because you're a potential danger for the stage victory. Just tuck yourself in where you are.
We're fine. We can catch up with Shah. We can't catch up with Shah, but that's beside the point. We're gonna get caught by the peloton, but we're speeding them up in the process. Although we're about to enter another climb, which is where we do excel. No. First person is where this game rules. But also, we can kind of tell how well we're doing based on how far ahead of Goldstein and the other and Matep.
It's the first climb of the day, the Côte de la Roche en Ardenne. Of course, it's far too early to see an attack by any of the favourites.
Yeah, I reckon if we just go full out here, we should be able to really hurt the peloton. Julien. Alf. Level. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, they're finally here.
Breakaway
For you, if you know the words. Okay, I'm gonna drag us to the top of this mountain. Okay, we're causing harm. We've broken the peloton in two. We've broken the peloton into many pieces now. With our team in its entirety in this first group. I'm just hoping we have the energy to make it to the top, because we are nearly out. You know what? We could probably switch to another guy. To like Richie Carapaz and use him for a while now. He does after all have his juices, which the guy we were playing as before, Egan Bernal, had run out of juice. And we have quite a while till the next juice zone as well. But we have enough guys that theoretically we can just drag what survives of the peloton to the finish line. I think I'll use the descent as a perfect opportunity to skip slightly. And then the next climb will be where we... The next climb will be where we start
30
pushing
seconds
again.
lead for the head of the race.
Yeah, there won't be a 30-second lead for the head of the race for
The
long.
breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
Yeah, but it will be. It will be. There's nothing they can do about this. We're now nearly 8 minutes ahead of Goldstein. Goldstein? Goldstein? I forget how it's said. I think it's different in Britain and America. As far as I recall. This isn't really an ascent, we're going at 1%. Okay, we are nearly at the top of whatever this is. Although this seems to be just a long, not as steep ascent. It's going to be those later ascents where it gets really jagged that we're going to do some real damage on. This would be a great VR game. Someone needs to hook this up to... I'm probably just reinventing Peloton. But someone needs to hook this up to a VR headset and then like a stationary bike. Where you can just... This probably exists already. And is some piece of tech that you can buy for like slightly too much money. Bye, Vendette. There they are, we can see them. They're in our sights. Meanwhile, we are dropping people. We're dropping quite a decent number of people. And this isn't even really hurting the rest of our team. When we exhaust Carapaz, we'll go back to Egan Bernal. And that should be exactly what we need. Oh wait, no, I've just now accidentally lost the peloton.
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
They want to up the pace? They don't want to up the pace.
The break is still not done. It's difficult to escape today.
Okay. What I can do is tell Egan Bernal to set an 100% tempo.
The front of the race is now going through Bastogne, from where the riders turn back
Oh, it is
towards
Liège.
Liège.
It's Liège-Bastogne-Liège.
There are 150 kilometers left in the race.
We're gonna set a high.
Stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
We're gonna set a high tempo for a bit.
The breakaway has reached the very steep Côte de Saint-Roch. 1 kilometer on an average slope of 11%. The riders will then enter.
Okay, nice. We have feeds again. Let's just feed Egan Bernal again and Richie Carapaz again, because those two are both suffering. But they're the ones who are really dragging us to victory.
The break is still not done. It's difficult to escape today.
Let's switch over to Bernal. We're really destroying the rest of the peloton.
The riders are now going through Vielsalm, a town that
Vielsalm.
marks a new phase in the race.
I'm sure that's
because
how
from
it's
now on,
pronounced.
climbs will come one after the other, right to the finish. A new difficulty along the rider's way with the Côte de Vannes. 3.6 kilometers on an average slope of 5.
Oh, Adam. Adam, why aren't you drinking your juice?
0.1%.
Yeah, Adam, try and ride to catch us. Ah!
The first riders are beginning the Côte de Stocco climb.
The Côte de
Only
Stocco.
1 kilometre, but the average gradient is over 12%. After more than 170 kilometres, the distance might begin to weigh heavily on some legs. The riders are about to climb the Col du Rosier.
Okay.
At almost 4.5 kilometres, it's the
Ben, you're gonna red gel it as well.
longest descent on the route.
Keep you going.
At the top, there will be 60 kilometres to go.
And now we're just gonna go back to protect our leaders. Just, I know this slows us down a bit, but we are running out of guys.
Here's the Col de Maquisard. It's probably a bit early for a decisive attack, but the climb could give a clue to the condition of potential winners.
Okay, we're now gonna switch to, actually we are Aegon by now. Let's try and get to the front of this group if we can. And we're just gonna drag this group up as far as we can. Luckily those cars can't hurt us. We're just gonna do some damage and pull everyone else as far forwards as quickly as we can and see if this works. Damn, it really is gonna suck if we get to the end and like we're miles behind the world record. But that is very possible. We haven't juiced up our guys enough. That car! Just dragging people. This is a descent, so we should be trying to sort of save our energy a bit. But we do want to keep pedaling. Keep the pressure on. Try and keep this peloton at 30 people if we can. Beautiful turn. Beautiful turn on my part.
With its 2 kilometres at
Whoa.
almost 9% and sections at 20%,
Okay.
the Côte de la Redoute is a true wall. It's a moment to turn the screw or to abandon all hope of victory.
We're now into the last couple of climbs. We do not have much energy left for this, but our teammates do. We're just getting them up. We're just getting them up as quickly as we can. And then we will give way for someone else. Allez, Julien. No. The little climb, the little thing that shows you how close you are to the summit is really nice. I would like to have it here. Look at those. Look at that sun.
Breakaway over.
Beautiful. This group of 30 is now quite a way.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
Warren
The
Baguil.
lone rider goes over the top at La Redoute. He's got a little under 40 kilometres until the finishing line.
I need to get better at
Peloton
braking.
is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Okay, we've lost one guy. We've lost Gegenhardt. But we need to catch Baguil. Whatever it takes. Whoa. I apologize for any motion sick people or whatever. This is going to be a bit rough, probably. I can switch out of first person if we need to. Yeah. Sorry that I'm going a bit quiet. My brain is breaking. I'm in focus mode now. Not that I'm doing particularly much. This isn't an intensive game. I'm sure there is strategy and stuff that we could learn, but okay,
Counter-attack at the front of the peloton.
we're not letting these guys escape.
There are 2 obstacles left on the menu. The Côte des Forges and the Côte de la Rochefaucon.
We're making sure that these guys don't escape, and we are dragging our guys to victory. The 4 other guys we've got. Okay. Those 2 are going to be told to drink their juice. But yeah, I think Bernal is probably nearing his end. Oh, the Astana riders are trying something. But yeah, Bernal's like stamina meter is now tiny. Oh, Gegenhardt is catching up.
Penultimate difficulty of the day for the head of the race, the Côte des Forges.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Okay. We're just gonna have to do our best to keep going. This will be our end, probably. At least Egan Bernal's end. But that doesn't matter. We just need to get guys to the end. That's all that we need to do. I've played a lot more of this than I intended to. I meant to just skip through most of it. And we end up playing for like a good 45 minutes to an hour or whatever. If somehow I get Egan Bernal to the end, would be very funny. We won't, but... Okay. Drink your red. Drink your red.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
But no, we got 22 kilometers and he is on his last legs, literally. Hello. But yeah, we've got one last ascent and then the big ascent that we've got left. I reckon it's time to switch to a different guy. To Ben Swift. Who we're just going to try and pull the race forward with. Sometimes you have to accelerate into corners. I don't know if bikes work the same as cars do. I know when I've been playing Dirt Rally, we haven't played Dirt Rally on stream for a while. Accelerating into corners is the way to do it. I don't know if that helps here. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful cornering.
The man in the front will soon be onto the Rochefaucon.
I'm just going to go for it and
If
see
he
what
goes
we,
over the
see
top
what we do.
alone, he can start to think of victory.
I'm just going to see if we can make this
After you because he must be thinking about the stage
long
win.
lasting.
Come on, don't let him catch up.
Okay. We're gonna sprint here. if we can make progress on the ascent, we can then just sort of do our best to survive the descent. I reckon we might do
30
this.
seconds on the peloton.
We have a chance. And if not, we've got other guys who will be fresher than us at the end. It's only a 1.3 kilometer climb. It's not even a long one, then it's descent for the rest of the way.
A lone rider goes over the top of the Rochefoucauld.
Honk. I'm pretty sure that just means Falcon Rock as well. Saying French place
There's no
name.
other obstacle on the route, and it looks like a solo
French place
victory is on
names
the cards.
really aren't that
However, the gaps aren't that
impressive.
big, and so the man in front hasn't got it won yet.
Yeah, the others are quite close behind. We do have a bit more ascending
He's
to do though
trying to get out of
before.
the peloton. Watch out!
Yeah, these climbs are the perfect place to...
He has no more teammates, and he's driving himself to retain his chances of winning the stage.
Yeah, a guy who I juiced up, which is a slight unfortunate issue. It's all or nothing on Swift now. If Ben Swift doesn't make it, all this will be for naught. But we're so close. 10k to go.
Peloton is 1 minute away.
Go! Another 10 kilometers. It won't be easy, but give it a try.
When they say the peloton is 1 minute away, they mean all my teammates are 1 minute away. It's not the most useful thing in the world. Okay.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
I would try. I'm just running out of energy. And my finger is really starting to hurt from having to do the like fine motor control it takes to control acceleration in this. Oh, we're back in Liège.
Climber puncher, the Breton Warren Barguil is endowed with an attacking temperament. This has allowed him to take 2 stage wins in the Tour of Spain. And more notably,
Don't you mean the Vuelta de
polka dot
España?
jersey and 2
If we're going to call it
stages
the
in
Tour de France, if we're going to call it the Tour de France, we're calling it the Vuelta.
He's turning the screw.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
We don't even need to necessarily win, we just want this to be a quick... Oh. Three kilometers to go. I don't know if I've got the energy to make it 3 kilometers, but we'll give it a go. Especially with the others all starting to sprint this early.
Final kilometer. Victory will be decided in the sprint.
Come on, 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 come on. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We don't have that energy. One of the others is gonna overtake us. Unless I think we did it. These were meant to be quick ones. Instead, I've got way too into it. I'm tired now. To warm myself out. Still got to wait for the last rider to finish, although we might get eliminated. This bloody guy taking his time. Okay, we're watching this because it's another tight one. So yeah, we run out of energy to sprint for the last like couple of 100 meters. Actually, it wasn't that tight. London, or the last Yeah, London was way tighter.
He has mastered the difficulties of the...
Hit rule save just 6:12:56. That's a world record right there. That is a comfortable world record by 8 minutes. Yeah, that is my officially. How many world records do I have now? I think that's my 3rd world record in this game. So yeah, thanks for coming, gamers. It's been a fun one. Oh, and we just got... I'm just going to quickly automate this one. I'm going to make sure we've got a perfect team. And then I'm gonna
Hi, guys.
quick stage this just to see what time we get. To see if the difficulty makes a particularly big change. Obviously with a Yolks team, that's a big stretch. Argyle came in 36. So that's that's still half an hour. That's a slow one, but there's automated, so I don't know. Anyway, this has been a fun one. I'm gonna sort all of the yoking the riders off screen. We got another world record. That's what really matters. Might be back tomorrow. Not sure. If not, definitely Wednesday. Don't know if we'll be going straight back to some Tour de France, or if I should probably do some other stuff, shouldn't I? Maybe some more Wrestling Empire. Maybe a different game. Let's see what's on Game Pass very quickly. Whilst I go to the end screen. Oh, another Guilty Gear game they're adding to Game Pass. F1 2022. Shadow Warrior 3, Merge and Blade, Mountain Blade Bandlord 2 I have actually got installed, so we could try some Mountain Blade at some point. But yeah, thanks for coming. Very glad we managed to get another world record, it's been a while. And so yeah. Next time we do this, we'll probably, well, we can bosh through the Giro de Lombardia and just, that's not got any runs, so we can just get the world record in that real quick. But yeah, we've now got Liège-Bastogne-Liège, which is after Paris-Roubaix, the most busy category in the game. So yeah, thanks for coming, gamers. I'll see you on the next one. If you've enjoyed this, my socials are all at the bottom. Follow me there. I do tweet a lot, so Twitter's a good place to follow me for as long as Twitter exists. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. I'll just leave Jerry Seinfeld to die once more, as we traditionally do on the stream. And goodbye.